Unless somebody have any urgent need to take a break, we'll go ahead. The next stop will be about Christian family. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The next stop will be the Christian family, and our speakers are a graduate of the Makati chapter. They've been an outreach head and an outreach chapter head of BCPL San Francisco Bay Area. Currently, Brother Dennis is our chapter head. They graduated at CLP 24 in the Philippines, and they're Makati, and they're both action group leaders. Please call Brother Dennis and Sister Edith Galvez.
All right.
Good morning. Pasensya na kayo, medyo mahina ang boses ko. I was told by my doctor yesterday not to talk too much.
Good for me! Okay ba po yung volume ng mic?
Okay naman.
Okay. Gising na ba kayo? Are we, okay. Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And to the BCLP participants, good morning and welcome to the BCBP family.
Yes. In the BCPL community, we are like one big family. We not only pray and serve together, but we also do fun activities like picnic, Christmas parties, and to strike a healthy balance, right? But before we go there, for this session, let's focus first on our immediate family to which each of us belongs. Where's the clicker? Okay, love and marriage. It is an institution created by God. Oh.
So, yun po ang before and after. So, that was taken 33 years ago and definitely more than 33 pounds ago. Kita naman, di ba?
Okay. Actually, pampagising lang yan. Now back to more serious part. Okay? Marriage and family are counted among the most precious of human possessions. The future of the world and of the church passes by of the family. So, as a family is the first and vital cell of society. So we cannot underestimate the importance role that the family plays in society and in the church. So in Genesis 2, verse 18, it says, "The Lord said, it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a suitable partner for him." And in Matthew 19, verse 6, "Thus they are not no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, let no man separate what God has joined. This tells us that marriage is an institution created by God.
So when Dennis and I were looking for the readings, usually the priest would ask what reading you would like for your wedding. I purposely and intentionally skipped the one on the wives having to submit to the husband. So I did not like the idea that time, but I have realized that I took it literally then and only focused on the first part of Ephesians 5, which says, "Wives, submit yourselves to your husbands as if to the Lord." So, nagalit yata sa akin. Ayaw ko mag-submit. So, anyway, to continue, submit yourselves to your husband as if to the Lord, because the husband is head of his wife, just as Christ is the head of his body, the church. So now, here's the important part that I missed at that time. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loves the church. He gave himself up for her. Husbands should love their wives as they do their own bodies. So in the earlier talks, we have learned about Christ's immense love for us. The talks last week and even this morning, loving God and neighbor, it talked about love. So, if the husband's love is as intense, so may disclaimer po dito, if the husband's love is as intense as Christ's love, then who are we or who am I, and any wife for that matter, not to submit to the husband? And the Christian morals for the laity also clarifies this submission. The church does not want a subjection of the wife to the husband's dictates. So hindi po dictatorship. Her teaching is that there must be a subordination in love. So we hear the word love every time. So St. Paul also carried this principle of equal rights into the home in 1 Corinthians 7. A man should fulfill his duty as a husband, and a woman should fulfill her duty as a wife, and each one should satisfy one another's needs. For the wife does not rule over her own body, but the husband does. Likewise, the husband does not rule over his own body, but the wife does.
Hindi mo harangin dito.
Sorry po.
Wala.
Sorry po, technical.
Okay. Family is blessed with children is an increasing responsibility. Okay. Parenting is a divine calling and a ministry in itself. Parents are channels of God's life and love to their children. We are ministers. Okay. We are ministers of servant leaders in what is sometimes referred as church of the home. We parents are the primary evangelizers and educators of our children. The social and Christian virtues are learned at home. The love of parents for each other and for their for their children is the foundation for all educations and formations of the family in Christian values and social virtues. Therefore, the welfare, order, and development of society and church both depend on the foundational love and training children receive from parents. If we may borrow a line from the song, Only Selfless Love, home is where true love begins.
So the strong foundation that Dennis mentioned will equip the children as they get exposed to the elements and influences outside of the home. Because as much as we want to protect them and shield them, outside influences will always be a factor. And as always, prayer is the best source of guidance and protection. So now, coping with the demands, challenges of family life and other elements like the economy, politics, problems, personal differences. So at this point, we'd like to borrow or we'd like to share with you Saint Mother Teresa on one of the world's biggest problems today. Okay. So medyo nahirapan po ako magbasa. Joe, can you please read the... Nababasa? Ay, wala. Ay, teka, nawawala. So, pakibasa. Sorry po, legally blind, so... Yeah.
Okay, before,
Sorry.
dahil sa legally blind siya, na-skip niya yung buong pages.
Sorry po.
Okay, so nurturing the relationship with spouse and children. Okay, so first, andyan na yung open communication is the key to any relationship. Okay. Praying together, as they say, the family that prays together stays together. Okay. Another one is participating in activities as family in the church or community strengthens the band. So yun.
Okay, take two. So coping with the demands and challenges of family life and other elements like economy, politics, as I've mentioned earlier. So at this point, we'd like to quote Saint Mother Teresa on one of the world's biggest problems. So is it showing? Joe, can you please read?
We think sometimes that poverty is only being hungry, naked, and homeless. The poverty of being unwanted, unloved, and uncared for is poverty. We must start in our homes to remedy this kind of poverty.
Thank you. So, and Mother Teresa goes on saying, there is so much suffering and so much unhappiness in the world today. Everybody today seems to be in such a terrible rush, anxious for greater developments and greater riches, and so on and so forth, so that children have very little time for their parents and each other, also the husbands and the spouses. So, and in the home begins the disruption of the peace of the world. Sad, but it is indeed happening today in the world. And we cannot but overemphasize that building a strong family life is crucial. And it is a joint responsibility of the spouses. It is a known fact that there are differences in the US and Philippine culture. Specific examples are views on sex and abortion. This is a bigger challenge for us here